Happy travelers, happy Friday. Vacation travel hacks here. 2024 summer vacation flights to Europe are starting to break out. We already covered some of the, what do we call, economy prices to get from the United States to Europe and how to save $400 to $800 on the average. Now let's talk about business class. If you're going across the pond, you don't want to be, you may not want to be in close quarters with people maybe, and perhaps people you don't know as well. And business class is definitely the way to do it. But what might scare you away is the price. And it doesn't have to be expensive. Let's review some options that I got from Google Flights. I will cover some of the major airports that most people might be close to, but the prices should probably be very comparable to wherever you're at. And it's all about where you want to go. So let's start with the busiest airport in the world. That's Atlanta, and some of the more popular destinations across the pond. That's the Paris, London, and Rome is the big one. Amsterdam is. It could be fun to go to. I've never been there myself, but it's a pretty big hub in Europe. So I just put it up there. So if you want business class, and right now, I can only see out to about mid June, rolling 11 months. So if you want to go when it's a little warmer, perhaps, actually, I should correct myself, hot. The later you go in summer, it's hot and the air conditioning is not as good. So what do we have here? About $3,500 to get to Paris, closer to 3,650. You're about 3,000 Amsterdam. London looks to be closer to 3,000, 2,700. And then, of course, Rome, you're up into the 3,500 range. All right, so that's what we know. And there's a couple airports where it's much cheaper. Let's get to them. Chicago, look at that. Paris, you can get there for about $2,300. So if you're looking at that, that's $1,100 per person to do business class. Frankly, if you paid attention to the economy or saw the economy version of this, you would have seen that actually going from Atlanta to Chicago in economy is almost $2,000. Same business class to Amsterdam, about $2,300. So about $500 savings versus leaving from Atlanta. London, you're getting down to 2,300, and then Rome's a little pricier, $3,000, $2,700. So compared to Atlanta, some good savings here, roughly $1,000 on average, a little more. Where you see the biggest savings is New York City. You can get it for under $2,000 to Paris, about 1,800, about 2,000 to Amsterdam, about 2,000 to London, and about 2,000 to Rome. So it's about 2,000 all the way around. But most people, I mean, if you're in New York or Chicago, you're in great shape. Most people might not be in close proximity to that. A lot of people might be. What if you're in Atlanta or DFW? By the way, Seattle, DFW, Portland, San Antonio, Orlando, Nashville, Detroit, Minneapolis. Most of the other places are very similar to Atlanta because it's Delta hubs and they know they got you. So we'll kind of show you the Atlanta prices. It might be closer, cheaper from time to time, day to day. If you see it cheaper, that's cool. This is just what I saw today. If you check this out, what I'm showing you right now is point to point, nonstop flights. Well, actually, I didn't even select nonstop. I just said, show me the cheapest. What I added was a multi-leg. Let's check out what it does to the price. So I go Atlanta to New York to Rome, Rome to New York, and New York to Rome. And you can play around with the dates. You can make them the next day, fly into New York. You're with the family, go see a space, the Empire State Building. So just a refresher, here we're going to Rome. Rome was about, into the summer, about Memorial Day weekend here, about $3,500. If you make it a multi-leg, you're saving $800. You're still leaving from your home airport, and that's $800 per person, and that's business class. So you're spurging a little bit. Just a real big reminder: if you're not interested in spending a couple grand, economy is about cheaper, much cheaper than that anyway. So there's ways to do it even cheaper. This is just kind of like laying down, getting the full treatment, the hot towel and the dessert, etc. So you can get it down to 2,700, and that's a lot better than 3,500. And per person, you're going for 8 times 4. Ta-da! You just saved about $3,000. is that worth, 3,000 savings to, maybe getting a private transport for a one night stay in New York for a trip to the Statue of Liberty? I don't know. You tell me. Then we got Atlanta to Paris. So it's $2,500. And that's Paris was $3,600, 3,700. So you take a look there. That's 1,100 a person saving. So if you're going for four, now that's $4,400. You could almost stay at the Ritz for a couple nights. So anyway, goal is to get you over to Europe for a nice little stay there. And just in case you missed the other videos, I always like to stumble onto some cruise ship deals here, and just to see what's going on. Because if you're going over there, might as well take a look. I found this on Travelocity. This is for May 31st through June 14th. So it's a 14-day cruise, 1,300 per person. Starts in Barcelona, ends in Athens, and it goes to like some of the heavy hitters in the Mediterranean. So if you're going over there, why don't you go ahead and kind of get the tour? Obviously, you can go and do London and Paris and whatever. But if you're like, hey, I don't know where to go, I want to see a lot. I don't necessarily want to travel, get on an airplane to go see a lot. This is kind of cool. You fly to Barcelona, unpack your stuff, and the ship takes you there, and food, and you can get the drink package. Otherwise, coffee and tea and water and juices are included. It'd be tough to beat Europe. I'm definitely looking into this one. 14 days for that price is pretty good. And then lastly, just in case you're like, hey, I don't want to spend 14. 11 is more my speed. We got one that leaves out of Rome for $1,000 for 11 nights. It goes around there. And then you got some out of Amsterdam and some out of Greece for 11 nights as well. So anyway, if you're going across the pond, and you're going to spend some time over there, you're saving some money. Actually, hey, check it out. The money that you saved flying from Atlanta to New York to Rome, here we go right here. $3,600. If you do this little trick here, $2,700. And Atlanta to New York to Paris, 2,400 versus 3,600. Yeah, here it is right here. The money you're saving there is literally buying you a cruise for business class. So anyway, I hope this helps get the gears going. 2024 summer vacations. Now's the time to at least think about what you want to do and maybe budget for it. And anyway, hope this helps. I'll see you in the next video. Travel safe.